Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? Put the cat camera up right away. Oh, I got to turn those lights on back there, though. I have to grab the fully charged ones because I noticed those ones are starting to dim a little. It took a while. That one, I have to charge every single night. Those, it's been over a week now. I'm impressed. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Oh, yeah. Same. C-Rex and I, we were sharing a thunderstorm warning. Yeah. It didn't expire until 11, but it covered her county and mine. And we're in different states. Hi, Ava. Oops, I accidentally grabbed an extra. Don't worry, guys. I'll get to you. The cats. They're on either side of me. Hello, Linda Adams. Hello, Nana Laura. And hello, C-Rex. Ha! You want it? Okay. I won't tease the baby. I know. They'll come. There's only 9 people here, so. Okay, last one. Hello, Wire Mother. I am not seeing everybody's comments until later. Hello, Buzzy Pug. I'll see everybody's hi to the other people, but I don't see the other people until I scroll a little farther. I don't know, and I don't have the ability. To change to all comments. Hi. You got something to say? You are awfully close to Billy. That's brave. Billy's right here. Oh, you want some lovin's? Hello, Charlie. If only. It's only downpouring rain and hail here. No men, sadly. About time. I had to make coffee. And just be glad I'm here, guys. Friday, I usually don't show up. Friday, Billy, why you gotta be in front of my keyboard? Fridays is a hard day for me to get here because my cleaning lady comes on Fridays. And usually there's not enough meds in the world because I don't just let her, do all the work. I mean, I contribute, and, that leaves me in a considerable amount of pain. Hello, Dark Zoomy. Well, I guess, if that's as close as I can get, I'll take it. Hello, hot stuff. How you doing, Donald Westerdale? I did not. It didn't show me at all. I'm scrolling all the way back up. I'm going into start. Oh, well, if I go into start, I see Donald's, which thank you, by the way, Donald. No, honey, it doesn't show me. I wish I could show you what I see, but it does not show me. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with it. That's weird. It's not giving me all my comments, and I don't like that. Hello, Spider-Man. Yeah. Try again, maybe? I'm going to feed the cats. I'm going to give the cats their treats while you're working on that. Oh, they spilled. I have treats all over the treat drawer. Appropriate. Oh my. Okay, get that out of the way. Move out of the way. Out. Okay. All right, come on, you furry little buggers. Yes. Come on. I don't know which one of you keeps opening my closet, but I'd appreciate it if you stopped. I'm just going to empty the container. There, now I have my desk back momentarily. They'll find a way to take it over again. Ava's taking over the underneath of the desk, of course. And I think I got all the lights on, and it feels dark back there. And I think it has to be because of these lights. That feels brighter. All right. Plug these bad boys in. And then these can be the ones that go above my bed. It's really cool. It looks like a hotel room. Wow, chicka wow wow. If I wasn't the only one in it. Hello, Otto. Hello, Mortimer Duke. Good to see you. No, you couldn't, Jerry. I love you, but no, you couldn't. I wouldn't be surprised. It's cracked again. Quit trying. Except I do need to clean it out. That's kind of this weekend's project. I haven't gone in it forever, but that's where I have all the boards from when right before my dad had to medically retire from the police department. I made him for his 35th or 36th annual anniversary at the police department. I collected patches from all over the world, police patches. And I made 6 big boards, poster-sized boards. And I gave them to my father at the PD. And then a couple of months later, before they were even hung up, he had heart problems and he had to retire. So they all came home with him. And I have them. Along with my daddy's uniform, his hat, his badges, his name tags, everything. Hello, Squishy. Guys, one of the cases tonight is the update from a guy in Hesselink's courtroom from the other day, and I fell asleep at my desk. I woke up 57 minutes into the docket that ran 60 minutes long. So I missed the whole case. And trust me, I tried feverishly to get it. But thankfully, our sweet friend Squishy sent it to me. And he sent me one that I was going to run anyways, but I didn't have to edit it because he saved me from that hassle. I already tossed them. You're just going to have to hit the back button because there's no way for me to rewind that. She'll find them. Trust me. She's got the nose of a coonhound. She'll find them. I know a few of them went behind the where Billy and Snitch are right now by that door. They're between the door and the cat towers. So, but they're on the floor. So we'll see. We'll see if they're smart enough to find them. Ava goes right for it. She heard me. She heard me talking. She's like, I'm getting it, Mama. I'm getting it. Oh, I didn't. Not on purpose anyways. Everything I see is right there. Let's see here. No, I see hola amigos. Damn it, Otto, you follow me everywhere. Nope. That's all I got from you, Squishy. Not my fault. Oh, jealous. I'm so jealous. I love chunky orange cats. I love chunky cats. I love cats. Cats in general. Oh, dang it. Why is it not letting me click? I know. So I have satin sheet sets when I got my new bed. I ordered satin sheet sets for it because my daughter was obsessed with satin sheet sets, and so I thought they had to be the best. Last time I listened to her, they're nice, but you want to slide everywhere, get a satin sheet set. Yeah. There's no rolling. You kind of just slide from one side to the other. Yeah. And then C-Rex sent me a silk set. And it is heaven. It's cooling, like naturally cooling. I am in love. I would do anything. I'm going to have to order another set so that I can, because when I alternate, so that one can be washed and the other set can be on the bed. Yeah, that way I can have the silk set on at all times. Because right now it's silk, then silk, then satin, as one's getting washed and one's getting worn. Hello, Andrea. It is, oh my gosh. They're so comfortable and they're so much better for your hair. Satin and silk both, but just in general, like it helps tame the frizz and gives you naturally healthy hair over time. So, yeah. And like I said, the silk set is just naturally cooling. You get into it and you're just so comfortable. It just takes like all the tension off of your body. You're not overheating, and yeah, even if you're under a blanket, you're still comfy. It's so great. Well, and these I think are a combo of silk and bamboo. They're viscose, viscose. I'm pretty sure that. Whoa, stop. There we go. Dang it. Clicked on a tab and it just started playing. I'm gonna leave that up there though. Let's go to this one. Viscose sheets. Oh, I guess they are pure bamboo. They're not silk at all. That doesn't make sense to me. I swear I thought it said silk. They're getting put on the bed tonight anyways. Let's see. And they're such a pretty color. I love them. All right. They are. Oh, they are all bamboo. I seriously, I apologize. I was wrong. Viscose is bamboo. And it's great. Hi, Ava. Hi, Ava. What you doing? What you doing? Come to say hi? Okay. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I know. And I swear I thought that these ones were silk. I was just wrong about it. But even these have been great for my skin. Like my skin doesn't, there's a lot of places that I used to have dry patches and not as much anymore. These are, I'm trying to see a thread count because Jerry mentioned 1800 thread count. And I'm not seeing a thread count. Of course, I can't read this side. It just says rayon derived from bamboo. Nope. It doesn't mention thread count, but like I said, they are so soft and they are so cooling. That's the one thing that shocked me the most was the cooling factor. So now maybe I will have to order a set of silk just so that I can compare the silk versus the viscose and the satin, which is satin's okay, but it's just okay. For a bed set. Now for jammies, it's pretty darn comfy. The bamboo ones are cooler. I'll have to get a silk set just to try it out. I guess that's gonna be the next thing I get. Right. That's the way I used to be. I actually used to only get jersey sheets, period. They were cotton and they were stretchy. And I loved them because I could stretch them like practically to the middle of the bed underneath. Like they just and they were just soft. They were soft, that was all. They were comfy. But when you start getting like different materials, the nicer materials, you can definitely tell the difference. But I hated when my sheets would, pop off of my mattress, and the ones that have a more stiff fabric, they would always do that, and I hated it. And the jersey sheets just didn't do that. These don't either, though. The satin ones will slide. Everything, like the fitted sheet will stay on there. Everything else will slide off. The cats will go to jump on the bed, and they'll get up and then just right off. It's hilarious. It's fun to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to develop some deep pockets for these sheets. I mean, I know what you mean. Oh, that is sad. That is very saddening. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I just got out of the shower, like usual. My hair is still adapting. I got the top part completely dry. The underside, not so much. I got all the windows closed. I got the AC on today. I had to. Oh, it was humid. And poor tiny kitten. I don't know where she is right now, but that poor sweet little angel. She was at the knocker at the door because I got this big cat scratching thing that hangs from the door, and when they want to go out, they knock on it. And it's perfect. So she was knocking on the knocker, and I was getting my yogurt and pretzels out, and I quick just opened the door, let her out. I looked, it was dry. It was hot, but nothing was doing outside. And I literally I grabbed my yogurt and my pretzels, and I came to the studio, and I sat down, and I wasn't even sitting down for 5 minutes. And all of a sudden I looked out, and the sky is just lightning flickering. And I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. Oh, we're getting a thunderstorm. Oh my God, Tiny. And I got up and I ran to the kitchen, and I opened the door, and I started calling for her. And it was about 5 minutes of solid yelling in between the thunder booms before she finally came back. Oh, and she was soaking wet. She looked like a drowned rat. I felt so awful for her. Oh, it was high winds and just pummeling rain. It was crazy. It didn't last long, but she's a little kitty. She's a tiny kitten. It doesn't take much to just sweep her away. I felt bad. What, Earl? All right, guys. So tonight we're going to be in Washington. We're going to be in Michigan. We're going to be in a couple different places in Michigan. Lakewood, Washington. Did notice, before everybody is shocked, prosecutor Seth Tuninga is now prosecutor Danielle Tuninga. So before everybody is shocked by that, and they've erased all history of pre-Danielle, which Lakewood leaves their dockets up forever. So when I noticed that all of the dockets were gone, I was really surprised because I went in there to find a specific file and it was gone. And then I was watching today and I was like, wait a minute, Seth's not Seth anymore. So yeah. Yes. I don't know if Danielle has gone through the full transition. Obviously, I wouldn't know that. But here, this is. I sent this to someone else, and I'm like, "Did you know this happened?" My guess is that because Seth had the strangest hair ever. Strangest style of hair. My guess was they were just waiting until it was long enough for them to be passable before they came out with the full declaration that they have changed over. So yeah. The scary thing is they look a lot like my ex that transitioned while I was dating them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know their pronouns. The judge, everybody is referring to prosecutor Tuninga as she now. So they haven't flubbed up once. So yes. She is a very handsome woman now. Not even really. It's all right. It'll come out of the tax dollars. It's Washington. I was trying to find a decent Lakewood case when they were still prosecutor Seth, but they were all boring. So, and I was like, I mean, it's really not that important for me to, play a case with them as Seth and then compare it to them being Danielle. I just hope they're happy, whatever. Live your life the way you want to live it. As long as you're not forcing me to do anything about it, I don't care. Whatever. It's your life. Just what, Ava? What? Good girl. Nobody's as beautiful as Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner, they were actually kind of pretty. I think they were. The plastic surgery was too much. I'm just not a plastic surgery person. Like anybody who gets a lot of plastic surgery done, I think it ruins them. Rosie O'Donnell, after all of her preaching about self-acceptance, she went and got a facelift recently. Whatever. Do you? Just don't be a hypocrite. So anyways, now that you all have been thoroughly warned that happened. Hey man. Big lips are good for something. Let's see here.
Write that down on your docket.
Justice interest that would be furthered by modification of what is already a very low cash.
Wrongful jailing is $500 or $5,000 a day. I'm cool with it. I need the paycheck.
This is the expedited misdemeanor docket in Butler County, Kansas on June 5, 2026. I'm David A. Rickey, District Judge, filling in for Judge Joe Lee, who's absent today. I see someone being seated at the detention facility Zoom location. Who is located at the detention center's Zoom?
Keith Brundage.
Thank you for stating your name, sir.
I got a June 10th and a June 6th, and there's no Augusta in here. I got a criminal trespass and a police brutality from Augusta. That's not on the docket, and it should be.
All right.
I've already filled out the paperwork and everything with Augusta.
We may or may not address that in due course. I'm going to go ahead and call the case of the State of Kansas versus Heath Aaron Brundage, case number 2026 CR 169. Darren Patterson appearing as defense counsel.
I don't want David Patterson as my offense. For Darren, I mean, he's not my lawyer.
All right. Jared Regier appears on behalf of the State of Kansas.
He's $40,000 of crooked.
Have you even talked to Mr. Patterson about your case, Mr.
Not going to talk to him. He was trying to railroad me.
All right. The current charges before the court in this case are criminal trespass, 2 counts.
And the evidence?
Not guilty plea was entered at first appearance on May the 18th. And this expedited hearing was set.
Not guilty again.
I understand not guilty plea has already been entered.
Trial.
On behalf of Mr. Brundage. I'm still a little unclear about your dissatisfaction with Mr. Patterson, an extremely
I'm defending myself.
Attorney. Mr. Brundage?
I'm defending myself.
The court advises against that.
I know you do, but I don't care.
If the court were to relieve Mr. Patterson, are you asking for...
I'm not going to let you make another choice, just like you made Patterson. I am defending myself. I have enough knowledge. I've got 30 years experience in being in the court system. I'm very confident.
30 years experience as a criminal isn't a flex. You probably should sit this one out, son.
Okay. You understand that these are Class B misdemeanors.
And I understand you've held me longer than
by up to 6 months in the county jail and up to a $1,000 fine, or both, as to each count.
How long can you hold for a misdemeanor? Because you think you've already held me long enough. That's wrongful jailing.
Have you just failed to make bond in this case?
I'm homeless.
Okay.
Have you failed to have a heart?
You've got an extremely low bond in this case.
You gave me $700 cash.
$750 cash or professional surety is your current bond.
I have no money, and I was living along the railroad tracks, sir. You have no heart. I understand. I understand that totally. But I am homeless, and I'm not going to have anybody who gives a fuck to help me. That's
right,
just how it is.
Language. Just to watch your language, Mr. Brundage. You don't need to go there.
Have a heart. You don't have to go there.
Mr. Patterson, do you have any remarks at this
I
juncture?
don't want Patterson involved in anything.
Just be quiet for a moment. I'm addressing Mr. Patterson.
Your Honor, I did go out to the jail. I did attempt to meet with Mr. Brundage. We had a very brief conversation and it ended with Mr. Brundage saying he wanted to represent himself, did not want to discuss the case with me at all. When I was talking with him, though, and reviewing the case, I had a concern of competency, but I can tell the court he didn't talk with me enough for me to ferret that out and make a final determination myself whether I thought there was an issue or not. So I can't report to the court whether there is or is not a competency issue, but I do know he wants to represent himself.
Nice try.
Right. Okay, just a minute, Mr. Brundage. Mr. Regier, as prosecuting attorney appearing here, are you aware of the pendency of any other cases involving Mr. Brundage, which are currently pending in the Butler County District Court?
I guess so. I filled out police brutality paperwork.
Mr. Regier?
Not at this time, Your Honor. It would appear that another case did proceed to sentencing, but before District Judge Crum approximately 2 weeks prior on May 19th.
Can I ask you a question, Ricky?
And forgive me, Your Honor, that would appear to be May 19th of 2025. I misspoke. I apologize.
All right.
What about this fraudulent fake protection orders that were signed by CMC, which is Court Magistrate Clerk, which should have been signed by my parents that I received from Jeffries? Can you explain that to me?
CMC very well may refer to
Court Magistrate Clerk.
M. Crum, District Judge. His initials appear on many
My
documents.
parents should have been on them. That's how those things work.
All right. What is clear to the court at this point is that Mr. Brundage does not want Mr. Patterson to represent him.
Hell no.
He has made a decision, which is his constitutional right to do, generally, to represent himself, despite the court's admonition for him not to go that route. You're going to be held to the standard of any other attorney would be in the presentation of evidence, following procedural rules, and trying your case if it comes to that. You understand?
Okay,
that?
just one more thing. I want to go ahead and ask for a subpoena on that one that he was talking about with Augusta. I need a subpoena on video, witness statements. Hold on.
Okay.
Video, witness statements, and management of Walmart, and also Facebook, Twitter, etc., YouTube, WhatsApp. I need all that.
Okay. If you're talking about some Augusta Municipal Court matter, Mr.
Police
Brundage, is that
brutality.
what you're talking about?
Police brutality. Officer Weber.
Okay, you understand that that would be pending most certainly in the Augusta Municipal Court.
It was supposed
That
to
is
be
not in
that.
Butler County District Court.
It was supposed to be that, not you.
Okay, so.
And there's also a Butler County Sheriff officer named Smith that put the cuffs on too tight and they almost broke my wrist. And they have denied me the paperwork 3 times now for police brutality. And I want to file it for that. It's not officer unbecoming. It's police brutality.
Right, that's something you can handle with the sheriff's office.
No,
Again,
they
that's
won't do
not
it. That's what I'm
currently a
saying,
matter
Judge
before
Ricky.
this
They will
court.
not give me the paperwork. They will not do anything. You're going to have to force their hand.
All right. The question really is at this point, Mr. Brundage, with all of the challenges that you're currently raising, what do we need to do with this case? You're representing yourself.
Set it for
You
trial.
committed a not guilty plea.
Set it for trial.
Okay. Since you have 2 counts of Class B misdemeanor, you're entitled to a jury
Aren't you going to
trial.
OR me out now?
Is that what you're requesting, Mr. Brundage?
What?
Are you requesting a jury trial or a trial to the court?
Whichever's going to be the fastest because you don't have no evidence.
Well, the decision really shouldn't be made on the quickest.
How about we put
way
it
you can get
pending?
it
Let's
in
see
court.
that other one pop up.
See what other pop up.
That police brutality with Augusta. Put this one pending and put that one through.
All right. A court trial would be faster to schedule, Mr.
Let's
Brundage.
do a jury so you're actually on the line.
Well, actually, I think you'd be on the line.
No, you're on the line too as a judge.
All right. You sure this is the route you want to go,
Yep.
Mr. Brundage?
Sure, that's the route you want to go with me?
No attorney
That is correct, sir.
whose advice
I'm not being
and assistance
railroaded
would be
like
very
some-
helpful to you.
I'm not being railroaded though, like some slave in Africa that's getting off the boat. It's not happening.
Okay.
That's what Patterson's whole intentions were.
All right. I'm going to address the court's assistant here.
Just
Jeff?
set that other one for real soon because I want that police brutality in Augusta to come through.
The
If
next
you're gonna
misdemeanor
OR me
jury
on
trial
some
date would
misdemeanors.
be-
If you're not going to OR me.
I'm trying to communicate here. Jen, do you have a misdemeanor jury trial date you can?
We do have a pre-trial on August 3rd with jury beginning August 5th.
Okay.
Pre-trial is at 9 a.m. and so is the jury trial.
Very well. Pretrial conference will be conducted in this case, August 3, 2026.
What about
9
the other
o'clock
one? Can you ask the
a.m.
clerk on that?
Jury trial set to begin August 5, 2026 at 9:00 a.m.
Patterson's not allowed.
I've relieved Mr. Patterson in your case, Mr. Brundage. At this point, the record reflects that you're representing yourself.
How can a $40,000 lawyer represent me?
I don't know what you mean by that. And
He's $40,000 for a good case. I'm nobody. I got no money.
he was appointed to represent you because you
From
were found to
Sedgwick?
be indigent.
From Sedgwick.
What?
From Sedgwick, he's not a Butler lawyer.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. His cousin is.
Okay. Mr. Brundage, were you receiving any mental health services prior to
Nope,
being arrested
sure
on this
ain't.
case?
Not going to take anything. Don't need no medical check. I'm good. Got a clear mind like no other.
Oh, it's like no other. For that, we are all certain. As far as the clear part, it's so clear you can hear wind whistle through it.
All right, the court has established appropriate pretrial conference and jury trial dates based on the defendant's plea
You're not going to OR me.
not guilty.
It's all about money with you. Can't help a homeless guy out.
Mr. Brundage, the court's not inclined to modify your bond. It is an extremely low bond.
That is an extremely wrongful imprisonment then. I'm filing charges.
You do whatever you have the legal
I'm
right
filing
to.
charges.
Brundage.
Write that down on your document.
Situation. I see no societal interests
Write
or
that down on your docket.
justice interests that would be furthered by modification of what is already a very low cash.
Wrongful jailing's $500 or $5,000 a day. I'm cool with it. I need the paycheck.
So bond remains the same. The record reflects that Mr. Brundage is representing himself.
Your job's on the line,
Conference and
not
jury trial
mine.
dates.
Your
Be
job's
quiet.
on the line, not mine. Have a good day, sir.
All right.
You don't have a job to put on the line, sir. You've expressed that thoroughly.
Mr. Aguirre, did you have anything else that you wish to make part of this record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. And at this point, the Heath Brundage matter is in recess. We'll move on to other matters.
Judge, the deputy seems to have something.
Yes?
I'm trying to state my case. He's trying to railroad.
Okay, I can't hear Court Security 3 right now because he's muted.
The pretrial conference was 8/3 and the jury trial was 8/5, correct?
That's the dates I was given, 9:00 a.m. settings on both.
Courtroom E.
It would be before the magistrate court, yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, good morning in the Nisqually jail. What is your name, please?
My name is Patrick Spitzer.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Spitzer. This matter is case 26L000686. Matter comes before the court today for a competency hearing. It appears that Mr. Spitzer was before the court previously on May 19th, 2026. There was a motion for a competency evaluation, which was granted by the court. It appears that a competency evaluation was completed by DSHS and filed with the court on June 1st. Mr. Wood, Ms. Tuanenga, have both parties received a copy of that competency evaluation and had an opportunity to review it?
Yes, Your Honor, and I have provided a copy to Mr. Spitzer, and I believe he's reviewed it as well.
Thank you. And it appears that based upon a finding of incompetency, the prosecution is moving to dismiss Mr. Spitzer's case at this time. Is that accurate, Ms. Tuanenga?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Does either party know? I don't have the competency evaluation in front of me. Did the evaluator make a recommendation regarding evaluation by DCR prior to release from custody?
I was just pulling it up. An evaluation by a DCR is recommended before his release from custody.
It is recommended?
Yes, Your Honor. Forgive me, I filled out the order prior to.
Oh, no, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure. Mr.
It's
Wood, my typical practice is to follow the recommendation of the evaluator, and so I'm inclined to sign this motion in order of dismissal prepared by the prosecutor. But I'm also inclined to instruct the Nisqually Jail to not release Mr. Spitzer until he is spoken with and met with a DCR. Is there any objection to that?
I do. There's an objection here, sir.
Okay, Mr. Spitzer. Okay, Mr. Spitzer, let me give your attorney a chance to talk to me, okay? And then I understand you object, but I want to hear from.
Look, it's a misdemeanor, Your Honor. It's a misdemeanor. Let me go.
Sir,
I gotta go home.
Sir, I advise letting me do the speaking. If you would like a breakout room, we can certainly talk offline, not on the record if you have concerns, sir.
Okay.
I was going to relay to the court, and if you have an issue with this, we can definitely talk about it. My request to the court was going to be to have you released, sir. But I will defer to the court about the DCR, but defense's request is that Mr. Spitzer be released from custody.
Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wood, thank you. Mr. Spitzer, thank you. Ms. Tuaninga, anything from the prosecution regarding that limited issue?
Ma'am.
Based on the request of the evaluator, the city is going to be requesting that Mr. Spitzer be checked out by a DCR prior to his release.
Why do I need to be checked out by a DCR, your ma'am? Why do I
Mr. Spitzer, here's the thing, sir. The criminal case is being dismissed. I wanted to hear from you. I wanted to hear from your attorney, and I wanted to hear from the prosecutor. But here's the thing. The legislature has indicated that there are certain situations where somebody may not be competent, and before they're released from custody, we want to make sure they're not a threat to themselves or anybody else.
I'm nobody's threat, sir.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm not a trained mental health professional either.
Your Honor, I've never attacked no one. You check my record. I am a solid citizen most of the time. I've never abused nobody. I don't hit people. I might raise my voice, but I'm not a violent person. I don't like violence.
And Mr. Spitzer, I believe you. And I'm going to take a look at
Your Honor.
I'm taking a look at your criminal history right now. Hold on one second.
There's no violence. I was harassed very badly in my hometown, so bad that they caused me to have a nervous breakdown and a stroke. They caused me.
Mr. Spitzer, the judge is looking at your criminal history. He's going to rule on our request.
Thank you.
If you have concerns and you would like a record to be made to the court, we can absolutely get a breakout room and speak, sir. But I would advise against making statements about your situation on the record to the court.
About my situation. I'm talking about me. What I've gone through.
I understand, sir.
My house and injecting me in something. It's scaring me to heck about being in my own home. My own manager gave the cops my key to my apartment. I don't even know why. And that scares me, your prosecutor. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm just getting really scared about your police being sound.
I think you may have watched Divergent one too many times, which I didn't think I could ever say because that's one of my all-time favorite movies. But yeah. As far as why your landlord would let the police, it's called a welfare check. Clearly, it was necessary.
Mr. Spitzer, I tend to believe you, but I'm going to err on the side of caution. I am going to order that you be evaluated by a DCR prior to your release. I've indicated on the order that needs to occur within 48 hours, or you are to be released at that time regardless. So hopefully they're going to be meeting with you here in the next 24 hours, okay?
How much? What was that, Your Honor?
I've told the Nisqually Jail not to hold you any more than 48 hours, right? So hopefully they're going to come in and see you sometime later today or tomorrow.
Wait, if she comes in and says I can go, can I leave?
Yes. Once the DCR, Mr. Spitzer, you got to listen to me. Once the DCR meets with you and concludes or confirms that you are not a threat to yourself or anyone else,
I don't want to hurt
then
them.
at that point in time, Mr. Spitzer, you got to let me finish. At that point in time, they are going to release you, okay? But we want you to have that conversation with them first.
I don't need a DCR, Your Honor.
I understand, sir.
I'm no
I understand
violent.
your position.
Okay, I'm supposed to get out today so I can go get my job. I work for.
So, Mr. Spitzer, like I said, you're not going to be held very much longer. We just want you to have that conversation with them first.
Your Honor, I need to go home. If you want me to go check in a hospital, I'll walk out and go to St. Joe's and check in. I'm not a violent person. I don't hurt people.
I believe you. Okay, Mr. Spitzer, your hearing is done, sir. You can go ahead and let the officer know that you're done, and you should be released here in the next day or so.
How about release me today, Your Honor?
Hey, Mr. Spitzer, let's close it.
You know.
Good morning, sir. What is your name, please?
Jose Adrian Martinez.
All right. And Mr. Martinez, I show that your date of birth is July 20th, 1998. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Martinez, you were before the court in 3 different cases. 23L165, 23L266, and 23L818. It appears that all 3 of those matters are before the court for pretrial conferences. Let me take a look here. It appears that you were last before the court on August 8th, 2024. You were given a new court date of September 24th, 2024. You failed to appear at that hearing and a bench warrant was issued. Looks like that warrant was just served a couple of days ago. So it looks like you've been on warrant status now for about, about a year and 9 months. So quite some time we've been without you. Mr. Wood, it appears that previously your firm was appointed to represent Mr. Martinez. It does show that your firm is still attorney of record on case number ending in 165 and 266 on matter ending in 818. It does not show you as attorney of record. Let me see why that is. Yeah, it looks like your firm withdrew on December 12th, 2025. Are you seeking reappointment at this time? And Ms. Capone, I see you're on the Zoom platform as well. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I will be handling Mr. Martinez's matter. We're asking for reappointment on all of these matters. I think the policy lately has been that if someone's been on warrant status for more than 6 months, we have to request reappointment. So we're asking for appointment on all these matters. Mr. Martinez is working, but he works at a barber shop and has to pay fees to be at that barber shop. So he's making about $200 a day, but then has to pay $250 a week to maintain that spot. He does receive food stamps and pays child support. So I'll follow up with the indigency screening form, but we are asking for appointment on all of the matters.
All right, based on that and subject to Ms. Capone filing that eligibility screening sheet for the court to review, I'm going to go ahead and reappoint the Horwath Law Offices as attorney of record for Mr. Martinez on all 3 cases. Court will order a promissory note, but however, that is subject to waiver once I've had an opportunity to review the screening sheet filed by Ms. Capone. Ms. Capone, that now places Mr. Martinez back in pretrial conference status. How would the defense like to proceed this morning?
Your Honor, given this is a warrant return, we are asking the court to address conditions of release. We're primarily asking that he be released on his own recognizance. I'd note that Mr. Martinez did go out of his way to schedule that warrant quash back in August of 2024. He had a warrant quash based on him scheduling that hearing. I understand he failed to appear, but he thought that in appearing for that warrant quash that these matters would be resolved, and that was not the case. But Despite his time on warrant status, he hasn't had any new law violations since the last time we saw him. He has a pretty limited criminal history, the last conviction being from 2023, and he doesn't have any active warrants in his history at this time. So I don't believe that he poses a risk of future violent offense. I don't believe that he poses a risk of future non-appearance, given that he's contacted the court and made efforts to quash warrants in the past, and does not have any active warrants at this time. If the court is inclined to impose some amount of bail, we'd ask that it be no more than $5,000. That would be the amount that Mr. Martinez could probably afford, although that would still be quite a bit of money given his financial circumstances, in that he pays child support, receives government benefits, and has limited income in his work as a barber.
All right. Ms. Capone, do you have any information concerning, it looks like Mr. Martinez, if I'm reading this correctly, was in custody there at the King County Jail a couple of days ago on a probable cause hearing on a charge of malicious mischief in the 3rd degree. Do you know the status of that?
I do not, Your Honor, but
Mr. Martinez, hold on one second. This is really tricky territory. That is potentially a pending charge in another jurisdiction. So I don't want you to say anything about that because I want to make sure we're protecting your rights. Let Ms. Capone respond to my questions, okay?
I don't have any information, Your Honor, but I will note that Mr. Martinez is not held on that matter. So I have every reason to believe that then he was released on his own recognizance there.
Yeah, you're probably right. I just didn't know if the court told him that King County was filing on that arrest and he's got a court date there in King County, or if they are not taking any action. But I don't want Mr. Martinez to say anything. I just wanted to see if you had any information. Ms. Tuaninga, what is the prosecution's position regarding the defense request for release from custody at this time?
The city would oppose defendant's release at this time based on not only the new charge in King County District Court. I see conditions of release, or taking a look at the last 2 lines in the docket notes for the King County case. Conditions of release felony signed, filed by prosecuting attorney. Conditions of release felony signed, amended, filed by court, filed on June 2nd, 2026. So it does appear that there are some sort of conditions of release on that malicious mischief in the 3rd degree case, which suggests to me that probable cause was found for that new case. And in the bigger concern for the city is the procedural history of our case. The defendant failed to appear on September 12th, 2023. There was the 1 warrant quash, which marks the defendant's only appearance in our case. August 8th, 2024, failed to appear September 24th, 2024. So aside from the singular appearance, the defendant has failed to appear more often than he has appeared. So city would oppose the defendant's release on personal recognizance at this time.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Tuaninga. The court is going to impose bail on Mr. Martinez's 3 cases. What I'm going to do is I'm going to impose bail in an amount that, based on the record Ms. Capone has made, hopefully Mr. Martinez will be able to afford, but I am not comfortable simply releasing him on personal recognizance with how long he has been on warrant status. Court's going to impose bail under each case number in the amount of $1,000 cash or bond. Total bail amount would be $3,000 cash or bond. Because the court is imposing bail, albeit bail that I've been given information to conclude Mr. Martinez may be able to post. Ms. Capone, are you requesting an in-custody pretrial conference date, or should we just go ahead and set an out-of-custody pretrial conference date?
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to set an in-custody just in case, and I'd ask that be set for next Friday so I can continue to work with Mr. Martinez.
Certainly. Ms. Tuaninga, do you have any objection to that approach?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that will be the order of the court. We will go ahead and set all 3 of these matters for pretrial conference on Friday, June 12th at 11 a.m. on the Nisqually calendar. Now, Mr. Martinez, if you post bail, because bail is set at $3,000, if you post bail, that's great. You don't need to worry about that hearing next Friday. If you're out of custody before then, your next hearing is going to be on July 2nd, 2026 at 1 p.m. here at the Lakewood Municipal Court. Mr. Martinez, I am not going to allow you to appear through counsel. You will need to be present in person and on time if you're out of custody. The reason I'm requiring that is, as we've talked about earlier, you've been gone from the court for going on 2 years. And sir, we can't make any progress with your cases if you don't show up. So you need to be here, okay? The other thing that I want you to very clearly understand, and I tell this to a lot of folks, I understand that life happens. I understand things that can come up that can prevent you from showing up to a court date. One of the requirements that I impose upon everybody that comes before this court is that they need to stay in good communication with their attorney. So if something comes up, your first call needs to be to Ms. Capone or one of her colleagues so that they can come before the court and explain what's going on. Not showing up, not calling anyone, that's just not an option, all right?
What's it called? I was gonna say, yeah, like the only reason I went over there, right, to squash the court, I thought I was gonna squash it right there, but then the guys gave me another court, and I'm like, why? If I just wanted to squash it, why can't you guys just squash it that time, like the time I went there in August, right? And you guys push it all the way to September. I'm like, why you guys gonna do that if I just saw I'm already here, like, you know? Because I called, right? I called Lakewood. I was like, hey, when can I go in for a squash? And they're like, oh, you can go to hearing. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, cool. You know, I thought I was gonna squash it there, but no, they were like, oh, we got another court date. I'm like, why you guys doing this to us, bro? Like,
Mr.
literally,
Martinez, I relayed this information to the court. The judge has ruled the way he's ruled. If you can post that amount of bail, then you'll be released. And if not, we'll see you on Friday.
sounds good. Yeah, I'll just $300, right? 10%.
Typically, if you go through a bail bonds company.
All right, yeah, I think I got that then. Sounds good. But thank you, anyways. Is it everything good?
That's up to the judge. Your Honor, is Mr. Martinez's matter completed?
Yeah, Mr. Martinez, you can go ahead and step out if you'd like. I'm just going to complete those orders and sign them, okay?
All right, thank you, boss.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have, what I have is 4 charges. Count 1's criminal threats. Actually, count 1 and 2 are criminal threat. Both of them hold with them individually a maximum sentence of 17 months in prison, a minimum sentence of 5 months presumptive probation, and you could be fined up to $100,000 for each of those counts. Count 3's harassment by telecommunication device, Class A non-person misdemeanor, up to a year in jail and a $2,500 fine. Count 4 is intimidation of a witness or victim. It's Class B person misdemeanor, up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. You understand the counts against you?
Yes, sir, I do.
You're being held on bond. Actually, I don't know if it's been set yet. Mr. Becker, has the state been in a hearing which has seen him on bond?
Your Honor, I imagine the bond was set in the warrant. Let me look at the warrant right quick. It says must see judge, so his bond has not been set, Your Honor.
Okay, so what's the state recommending on those charges?
Your Honor, both of the felony counts are level 9s, which according to the bond schedule carry a presumed bond of $2,500. I would ask bond be set at $5,000 cash for commercial surety.
Mr. Shields, you can speak to the amount of bond. It's been asked for a $5,000 bond. Just nothing about the case, just the bond amount. 5,000 is what's been asked for, cash or commercial.
Is it a cash bond or?
Cash or commercial, so you can see a bondsman. Do you have any objections to that?
If I can get a little lower, that's it. If not,
That's 500 with commercial surety.
it's 500.
With commercial surety.
Oh yeah. Can you do 4,000?
Huh?
Can you do 4,000? I got 400 right now. I only got 5. Can we drop the bond 1,000, please?
State's position, he's asking for 4,000.
Your Honor, I would just recommend 5,000 still, because the bond schedule presumes that amount.
Being it's a criminal threat issue, I'm gonna keep it at 5,000. I mean, it's not a whole lot different.
So you want to be put your name here and sign on.
Your Honor, I would, I don't, because
What's
this,
that?
I don't think the,
Hang on a sec. What'd you say, Mr. Becker?
because this is a person felony, and I don't think that he's had a bond appearance, I think, the no contact orders need to be set. I believe there are 4 victims. Danielle Gadberry, Robin Giebler, Angela Keller, and Ashley Keller.
I have no problem with that.
And a 5th
No
one.
contact with no going into Home Depot here in Ellis County.
And a 5th one, Lalandra Shields. I missed that one.
That's my mom, and she don't even know why she's on the case.
Did you hear him say that?
I can't really hear him very well.
That's his mom. That's his mom.
Yeah, she don't even know why she's even stated as a victim. Like, she's confused. I'm confused. Really about this.
Mr. Becker, you want to argue the point why she should be a victim?
Your Honor, I'm not really sure. This is Mr. Cunningham's case. I've only heard about this briefly. I don't know much about the case.
Okay, so no contact with those alleged victims. Mr. Shields, do you understand? No face-to-face, friend-to-friend, social media. You can't call them. You can't text them. Yes, but you can petition the court to have her have those bond conditions
Okay, that's what's up.
rearranged where she could have contact, but you'd have to step in front of a district judge.
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
already motions being filed at 8 o'clock today for pro se. Well, it's been sent, it hasn't been filed, it's been sent off. For a motion to pro se, motion of discovery, everything.
All right. All right. You have a right to an attorney, you have a right to have an attorney, but you just told me that you're gonna represent yourself.
Yes, I am in fear of my life to get a lawyer here, from what the alleged victim has told me throughout the years. And so far, I have been seeing it, and your officer of law even admitted it that Hayes was racist. It's on dash cam.
Okay.
So
all right.
I fear for my life to get.
Is Mr. Shields the one that actually has a PFA that hadn't been served?
I'm unaware, Your Honor.
Brandon, do you remember that?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set your next hearing to be a status hearing. That way you can talk about how you want to proceed in the case, what you want to set. If you're going to represent yourself pro se, it's going to be set shortly probably for a preliminary hearing. So you'll just have to know how to navigate that, how to introduce evidence.
I'm all right. I study law a little bit.
Anything else, Mr. Becker, on this case?
Since he's proceeding pro se, I think it's probably appropriate that the court would complete a waiver of attorney with him.
Well, they can do that at the status hearing. I'm not going to do that today. At the status hearing, the judge can take you through what you have to know as far as waiver. It's a longer form. I don't have it in front of me. So
Yes, sir.
that's what it's going to do. And you're going to agree to it and sign it. So that status hearing, you're probably going to need to appear in person and not by Zoom.
Every court case, I'm coming in person.
Perfect. Anything else, Mr. Becker?
Hayes.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. That's all I have for you today, Mr. Shields.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. 5,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out.
Mr. Smith.
Yes, Your Honor. How you doing?
Good. You're here on bench warrant appearance. Looks like you maybe violated terms of your probation. There's a lengthy affidavit signed by I believe Asa Styles.
Yeah.
it looks like you maybe violated several terms or several conditions of that. According to that affidavit, you have a right to an attorney. You have a right to have an attorney appointed. This is case 25 CR 18. So, who did you have for an attorney on that case?
They switched. So first I had Jill Elliott, which did a fine job for me. Then I got switched to gosh dang it, Alex Herman.
Okay, so if you're wanting court-appointed attorney, you need to fill out the paperwork for that. It's going to be set for a probation revocation hearing. It's actually been 30 days since sentencing, so those court-appointed attorneys have dropped off. You have to fill that application out. It'll be set for probation revocation, where the state's going to argue to revoke your probation, have you serve your underlying, and your attorney can argue to reinstate.
Yeah. Well,
Mr. Becker, have you filed a motion to revoke?
I believe oh, that's an old one. No, I don't think we have yet.
Okay, I'm going to give you until, look at my calendar here, until the 15th of June to file the motion to revoke at 10 a.m. And is there anything else we need to discuss on this hearing?
I don't believe so, Judge.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I think that's all I have from you, Mr. Becker. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Greenwood, anything from your office?
No, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
All right, good morning. This is Gonzalez versus Gonzalez, case number 26-02502-DM. Both parties are present in the virtual courtroom. And they're both representing themselves. We are here on the plaintiff, Ms. Gonzalez's motion for a temporary order in this matter. And Ms. Gonzalez, I have read your motion. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
Yeah, I would also want to add in, because I know for what I did put in was prior to, some of the reasons why I didn't want my kids around him and his family right now. But recently there was also an incident that happened that was also reported. And I think I do have the incident number where his mom that he does currently live with and were driving around me at night after they must have followed me, been stalking me. They were driving around me in and out, swerving in and out of the street, in front of me, around me. Don't know. The biggest thing is, like, you don't know if I have my kids with me. So that's another thing. Like, it's just a safety concern all the way around. You guys keep messing with me. They were driving all the up to almost coming up to my house with me, threw water on my, so it's just been a lot, threw water on my truck. So it's just been a lot that's been going on with his family, and it's still continuing, to where that is another reason why I do not feel like my kids are safe around them. If they go with their dad, they're going to be with his mom.
All right. Mr. Gonzalez, I did not see that you filed any written response to the motion for a temporary order.
I didn't even know she filed a motion until I got a text saying, reminder it was a court date set.
Okay. Have you read that motion?
Yeah, and I don't see how she feel that way when she's texting my family off numbers, literally bragging about the fight and bragging about her brother vandalizing my car and destroying my car.
Okay. We're here on a very limited issue today, which is she's filed for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And the court has to make some decisions on a temporary basis as this divorce begins, mainly around the children. And so she's asking for sole physical custody and sole legal custody. What is your response to that?
I don't think that is right. I think I should be able to see my kids and spend time with my kids also.
Okay, well, that's parenting time. That's different than custody. Who has been the primary parent in terms of making meals, giving baths, if they're in school, helping them with their homework, that sort of thing?
But it was kind of split. I'll take care of the kids when I get off work in the mornings until she get off work, and then she would take over then because I work third shift.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I have been the only one taking care of my kids. It's been almost 2 months. I have been alone. I have been doing this since my daughter has been first born. He has never washed my kids up, took them a bath, bonded with them, had any type of bonding time with my kids. Once I do leave,
Hold on. You can't both talk at the same time. And I asked Gonzalez.
Okay, so once I do leave and go to work, and mind you, this was before April 12th, once I filed everything. Before that, I would leave to work. I work first shift, like you said, he works third. I would leave and he would leave my kids in the room, locked in the room. We have a camera in there, but he needs his sleep. So my kids were never a priority from the beginning. And I felt like I had to deal with that because, of course, I was the breadwinner. I had to go to work and make the money to pay the rent and to pay all the bills. So if he wants to say that he has physically been there, yes, the present. But when it comes to being able to really get up and take care of our kids, make meals day in and day out, I'm not saying he has never, but no, I can't agree to that. As well as he has told me in my face, and I wish he would text me and I could have screenshotted it. I can't. He basically was saying he cannot take care of my kids. It's me. I'm the mom. I have to do it. I need time.
All right. I'm just gonna stop you. Mr. Gonzalez is shaking his head. It's obvious we have a dispute here. The children are currently with you, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long have they been with you?
By myself, it's been 2 months, almost 2 months.
All right. Well, on a temporary basis, I will grant the plaintiff sole physical custody. And when it comes to legal custody, I just want to make sure, ma'am, that you're understanding what you're asking for. It's very rare that the court grants sole legal custody. That has to do with making major decisions, like God forbid something should happen to one of the kids, and a decision has to be made about a surgery or something really important like that. Then if you have joint custody, you have to consult with the other parent and agree on, for example, whether the surgery is going to happen. And then if you don't, you come to court and the court weighs in. So do you understand what that means and the distinction between
Yes.
legal and legal?
Yeah, so you're saying you're granting sole, but legal is basically I have to go a whole different route with that. Did I say that I wanted the legal custody as well?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I wanted to make sure you understood, because people generally don't understand the difference.
Okay. I didn't understand the difference.
Okay, all right. So then I will grant you joint legal custody. So that if, like, again, these are only major decisions, like and this is a temporary order, it can be probably will be changed depending on what happens. But I will grant you joint legal custody. But it does sound like the established custodial environment has been with mother at least for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
All right. And Ms. Gonzalez, if I understand what you're saying, your concern is not with Mr. Gonzalez, but more with his family. Is that right?
I will also add with Mr. Gonzalez as well, their father, because it's not just the family. He's allowing the family to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think I also put in there that this has been going on for almost a month. You know,
Okay.
being
All right.
being a father, you should definitely not be allowing stuff like this to happen. So,
All right. Well,
I
again, this is a temporary order, and I have no problem ordering that Mr. Gonzalez is to have parenting time, and that these children should not have contact with any of his family members until we get this worked out, so that he can have contact, but not the family members.
I appreciate that. And
Well, I will say the judge is not just completely hosing over this guy, because she asked for sole legal and sole physical. And the judge is like, no, you don't get to do that. I have seen them do that quite often in courts where the father is not a present figure in the children's lives. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. She just doesn't like his family.
I have no problem with the parenting time.
Okay.
So now, what specifically would it be supervised? Since you did say they can't be around the family members, how would that all go?
No, I wouldn't order supervise. I would simply, at this point, order that they not have contact with his family members until this is all worked out, pending, frankly, I'm going to send it to the front of the court for an investigation, pending the results of that investigation and further order of the court. If there's evidence that he is allowing those contacts with the family members, then we might move to supervise, but I would not do that immediately.
Sounds good.
Right. And so what parenting time schedule are you thinking?
He does work third shift. Obviously I would want him to be able to be up and have time with them. So whatever I guess I just want to know what his
Okay.
availability and how he would be
Okay.
able to want to.
Mr. Gonzalez,
Yes.
so what schedule would you like? And again, this is just going to be with you. You're not going to be able to have anybody else around.
I mean, that's fine. I don't even stay with my mother right now.
That's fine. So what schedule would you like for parenting
Can I
time?
just get on my off days? I work 4 days and I'm 3 days off. 4 days on and 3 days off.
Okay. And is it always the same days?
Yes,
Okay. So what days would you have them?
that would be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay. Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes. I guess if he's stating also that he doesn't stay with his mom, then I don't know who he stays with. So now I'm kind of concerned with who my kids are. I don't know where you're staying at. So I think that is a concern for me. Overnights, I'm not really, I wouldn't be super fond of overnights, but definitely throughout the day and me picking them up at the end of the night or whatever, I'm fine with that.
What is your plan for childcare, Mr. Gonzalez? Because you said you third
I
shift.
got space for him to sleep and I got food and all that.
No, I'm asking who's going to take care of them while you're working? Well, you be off. That's right.
I'll be off.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
off
fine.
days.
Okay, where are you currently residing?
I'm currently staying with my father.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Ms. Gonzalez.
his father stays right upstairs above the two people I have PPOs on and I have been having these problems with.
Okay.
I
He
don't.
doesn't stay with them.
Okay.
They're in the same apartment complex.
All right.
And Your Honor,
That's
I'll
an issue,
take
Mr.
that.
Gonzalez.
Huh?
That's a problem, at least on a temporary basis.
How?
Well, for one thing, she's got two PPOs against these other people that are in close proximity.
They don't come down. They don't come
I'm
around.
not, well, how
Like I said, they threw stuff at they just literally could have caused a whole accident just this prior weekend with me. It's harassment. It's scary. Whatever you can do to me, you can do to my kids. I don't trust it. I just don't.
Okay. All right.
They're not stopping.
Mr. Gonzalez, I need a proposal that gives you time with your kids, but isn't exposing them to these other people.
I don't even expose myself to these people. And the reason she got problems with those people has nothing to do with me. It's literally she's been going back and forth with them on her own and still continues to do so. So she's trying to say she fears for her life, but she's
Okay,
harassed.
in a way, it's a separate issue. But it also, again, these children are also protected, I believe, under the PPO.
And they're protected with me. I'm not going to allow my kids around them.
All right. Well, then I will grant parenting time, but I'm still not hearing. Okay. So what time to what time? I'm asking you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thursday, whenever we can meet up and do a switch, and then I'll do the same on Sunday mornings.
Okay. So what time? Again, I just need a time.
From Thursday through Saturday.
A time of day. When are you going to exchange the kids?
I don't know what works for her schedule for But I'm off the whole day Thursday, so like I said, whenever she's available.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez.
I'm not with the stay in the night.
Well,
Like
you don't need to agree. I'm going to order it. And then we're gonna see how it goes. And it's Mr. Gonzalez is going to have to prove to you and to me that he's able to keep these children away from those people.
Okay.
So what time works for you for drop off or for meeting? And
and you said he said Thursday to Sunday
Sunday.
morning.
Yep.
So we can do when I get off of work. So I work until 4:30 Thursday until Sunday morning. It doesn't even matter. I guess we can do like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Okay. And where do you want to do the exchange? Okay. Where do you want to do the exchange?
I want to know where my kids are going. So wherever he's at, if he's saying he's at his dad's.
But she has PPO, so
But I don't think it's a good idea to do the exchange there.
yeah, that's
I just don't.
saying. We can meet somewhere in public.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gonzalez, where were you suggesting?
Anywhere in public. Like halfway.
I even don't mind for down the street. I mean, I'm not. It doesn't. I just.
Okay.
I
Yep,
need to make sure that my kids are going.
Yep. And that's fair. Mr. Gonzalez, give me
All
a
right, then we can meet at the McDonald's on Michigan.
Yeah.
Which McDonald's on Michigan? Michigan
It's like close to
by the hospital?
Yeah, on Medical Mile.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're clear on which one. All right. And then it doesn't sound like Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any objection to her having exclusive use of the marital home on Quaker Hill Drive?
No.
Okay. I think that covers it. And Ms. Gonzalez, since this is your motion, you need to submit a temporary order that lists all of the things that I just ordered for my signature. And we'll start the parenting time next week on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. I do have a question.
Yes.
With parenting time for next week Thursday, I do have a birthday. It is my birthday, and I'm leaving. I do have a babysitter for them. I don't know if they're willing to do the exchange, but I'd really prefer my kids to be here while I'm gone until Monday. I would be leaving Friday to Monday, so I wouldn't even be able to do the exchange myself.
I guess you're going to have to work that out. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to delay it any longer. I'm already not starting it till next week. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. And as I said, Ms. Gonzalez, you can get, do you have a temporary order, a blank form from the Legal Assistance Center, or do you need to get that?
I need to get that.
Okay. All right. Try to get that before the end of the day. Fill it out, email it to Ms. Van Noller, who's the one that sent you the email with the Zoom information.
Okay.
And I will sign it.
Court will call the matter of the state of Michigan versus Tyler Hassel, file 26-44389-FY, set for a status review. If I could have the appearance of counsel, starting with the AG.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Ashley Messer for the people.
Good afternoon, Judge. James Dick on behalf of Mr. Hassel.
All right. Mr. Dick, do we have a resolution of this matter?
For the purposes of the district court level, Your Honor, yes. However, we would like to address bond before we do have the court relinquish its jurisdiction over Mr. Hassel.
All right. I assume there's going to be a waiver up to
Yes.
circuit court. Is that correct? All right.
That's
Go ahead and
correct,
address bond.
All right, Your Honor. I spoke with Ms. Messer about the bond for this particular matter. We've reached an agreement where I am to memorialize our conversation and to provide Ms. Messer with a letter from the general contractor who Mr. Hassel generally obtains his contract work from. That being said, we've reached an agreement where Mr. Hassel would be granted a PDR bond with the understanding that he begins paying child support this month as ordered. The employment I have confirmed is immediately available to him, so he will be able to start working and abide by the terms of this interim agreement. And as part of that, Your Honor, we would be waiving the preliminary examination today and moving this to the circuit court.
All right, Ms. Messer, is that your agreement?
That was our agreement, Your Honor. So the understanding is that Mr. Hassel would begin working full-time as his employment is immediately available to him and would begin making his support payments as ordered this month, June 2026, upon his release. Failure to do either of those things would constitute a bond violation, and the request from my office would be that he return to jail immediately. But at this point, I would agree to a PR bond in the amount of $38,000. That's rounding down from what the current arrearage is at, Your Honor.
Is that a full statement of the agreement, Ms. Messer?
It is, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Dick, do you confirm that that is the full statement of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Hassel, you've heard what the attorneys have said. Is that what you want to do as well?
Well, I guess I'm just making sure I understand. Like I don't have $3,800.
No.
Okay.
So, Mr. Hassel, just to reiterate this to you. So this is something that you would be released on a personal recognizance bond. You don't have to put any money up today to get out.
Okay, so I can go to work tomorrow if I wanted.
Yes.
Or the next day. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep.
And
all right.
And the attorneys are saying that you need to go to work immediately because you need to start paying your child support this month and every month that you continue to be out. You understand that part? All right.
I do.
So,
and then also one quick question is the court sent a paper before I came to jail for lowering to have my child support reevaluated. Like 2 days before I got arrested, the court sent a paper for the reevaluation. Is that still something that's on the table, or?
Yeah, so this is only pertaining to the criminal case. That's a family court matter.
Perfect. Then yes, that's
yeah,
sounds good to me.
It doesn't change anything over there. So as I understand it, the PR bond lets you out today.
Okay.
It says it's in the full amount or a very close amount to what you actually owe. That's where the $38,000 came up. So if you violate, you would then owe the $38,000, and it could be because if you can't pay that immediately, then you could be brought back to jail. Do you understand that?
Okay. So my next question is do they tell me what the amount is on my paperwork and all of that, or will it all be specified on my paperwork?
Correct. You're going to get the court will prepare paperwork that says what the new bond is, and then that'll be sent to the jail, and you'll be released with copies of that paperwork upon your release.
Perfect. Sounds good to me, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else on bond, Mr. Dick?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then, Mr. Hassel, the other part of this equation is the moving of the case from this court up to circuit court where it can be resolved. That's called a waiver. That requires your signature. And I know that you are in a different place than I am, but it also requires you to understand what that means. So you have the right to have what's called a preliminary examination. That's a short hearing in district court where the prosecutor or the attorney general's office would have to bring in witnesses and evidence to show a small amount of proof called probable cause that you committed this crime. And if they weren't able to do that, the case would be dismissed. On the other hand, you also have the right to waive or give up that hearing and say, I want to move the case up to the circuit court where we can fully resolve the matter. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you in any way or promised you anything or made you do this?
No, Your Honor.
So it's all of your own free choice and free will?
Yes, to the best of my understanding.
Great. Thank you very much. Do I have your permission to sign your name to this document so that we can do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you.
You have my permission as well, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And mine as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Show some emotion and just the same relationship that he had. definitely needs to sit down.
Mr. Dick, you waive reading of the information.
Yes, Your Honor, and we'd ask that the court enters a plea of not guilty, continue the new bond, pardon me.
All right. I assume you have no objections to that, Ms. Messer?
Not at all, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, that'll be the court's order. Mr. Hassel, we'll get this paperwork over to the jail as quickly as we can, and then you'll be released. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, and thank you, Ms. Messer.
You're welcome.
All right, I see Mr. Wadewski's been waiting patiently at the jail. We'll call his matter next. This is the matter of State of Michigan versus Timothy Wadewski. There are two files. The first is 26-44590-FY. Second is 26-44601-FY, both set for status review. Mr. Trush.
Thank you, Your Honor. Richard Trush, on behalf of Mr. Wadewski. This is date and time for a probable cause conference. I spoke to Mr. Wadewski just yesterday. I was able to drop off all his discovery packs for him when we discussed the preliminary exam. When we had discussed it, I think he was in favor of waiving it, but Mr. Wadewski, I'm going to ask you directly, do you want to waive the exams today, or do you want to schedule them?
I'd like to waive them, Your Honor, or sir.
All right. The process for doing that, Mr. Wadewski, is I have to make sure that you're doing that knowingly and intentionally. It sounds to me like you've talked with your attorney about what happens at a preliminary examination, and you know that you have the right to have it, but that you can give it up if you do so knowingly, intentionally, and voluntarily. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And after consultation with your attorney, can you tell me that you are doing that voluntarily and nobody is forcing you to do it or threatening you to do it in any way?
I'm doing it on my own with nobody threatening me or making me do anything under.
All right, that sounds good. Then the form that is used to do that requires a signature. Do I have your permission to sign a waiver form in both of these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will do that now.
Your Honor, you have my permission as well.
Thank you. Ms. Brucker, do I have your permission as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Truce, do you waive reading of the information?
We would, Your Honor. We would waive a formal reading and continue to stand mute.
Ms. Brucker, any objection to bond being continued?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, in regards to bond, I had a question for the court.
Go right ahead.
Is he at present being held on a detainer from the drug court? I see Mr. Hamlin's here. He might know the answer to that better than me.
I don't believe so. Mr. Hamlin?
No, Your Honor, he's not.
There are pending sanctions, but we've not addressed those yet, and I don't believe we've done anything to address his bond in the drug court process.
In light of that, Your Honor, we would continue to ask the court to consider a reduction in bond or a 10% provision in the bond. Again, while I understand that there's some sanctions there and ultimately they may kind of be driving the bus in regards to what happens in all of this, or maybe not, I would continue to suggest to the court, from what I have seen, there appears to have been some mental health issues that were a significant factor in this. Those issues appear to have been addressed, and he appears to be in a stable place now. So I would ask the court to reconsider the bond.
Thank you, Mr. Trush. Ms. Brucker, any comments?
I think this was also requested at the hearing on the 28th. And again, I don't think anything has changed from the prior hearing to merit a bond reduction. Mr. Wadewski is currently charged with fighting with various police officers while at the emergency room, among other things. And the safest place for him in the community is currently with the bond set where it is.
All right. I am very familiar with Mr. Wadewski. I'm very familiar with his, and that's because I've been his drug court, sobriety court judge for the last year and a half. And I truly like Mr. Wadewski when he's doing well. unfortunately, this is not my first go around with his mental health deterioration and his fighting with officers and others when he does deteriorate. And it tends to happen relatively quickly once he's out of a very structured environment. And so my concern is that even if I were to, even though I think you're correct, Mr. Truce, that he is doing well now in the jail in a very structured environment, very soon thereafter, we would have, it's highly likely we would have another meltdown, for lack of a better term. And he and members of law enforcement and anybody else who happened to be in the way that day would be in very serious trouble. Mr. Wadesky is not a nice man when he is not under the control of his medications. And he has gotten increasingly violent as the time has gone on, noted by the new charges in these two particular files. So for all of those reasons, and because I agree with the prosecutor that nothing has changed since the last time, I'm going to deny your request. All right, that's all for today. Thank you.
Sir, at the Grand Traverse County Jail, can I please have your name?
Eric James Connolly.
Okay, so I will call case 267708 FY1. Mr. Conley, you are appearing for arraignment purposes this afternoon, and you're appearing with Ms. Mistley, who is the defense attorney with the Michigan Indigent Defense Commission, here to assist you. Ms. Mistley, have you had the opportunity to review the allegations on the complaint, nature of the offense, and possible maximum penalties with Mr. Conley?
I have, and we will waive a formal reading of that felony complaint, tender a plea of not guilty, and request the assignment of an attorney.
So we will enter that not guilty plea. In order to complete a petition for assigned counsel, I need to place you under oath and ask you some questions. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear that the information you're about to give will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. What is your phone number? And your mailing address?
In Muskegon, Michigan. Or Life Alliance address. Sorry, I need Life Alliance address, but I can't get it right now, but that's where I receive mail.
Right, I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you were saying.
I don't have I am homeless. I don't have a mailing address. Life Align is where I receive my mail. I don't have their address. I think it's like 2508 Glade or something like that, but I'm not. You have to fact check that. Otherwise, I won't get any of the mail. And I need it.
Okay. I am not familiar with that location, so we will
sorry,
be meeting that.
It's a recovery house in Muskegon, Michigan. I don't have anywhere else to receive my mail at all. I am sorry.
No, that's okay. I understand needing to receive your mail there. I just I'm not able to look up an address for you or anything like that. So we are going to end up needing that address. Okay.
Okay. I can call up to the courthouse and.
I'm sorry, Ms. Mistley, I couldn't hear you.
Is it in Muskegon Heights, Mr. Conley? Life Align Inc.?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yep, it's 2508 Glade.
Okay. I wasn't exactly sure.
Stop talking. GLADE Street, Muskegon Heights.
You are rude here.
49444.
Ms. Mistley is actually offering you a pretty good service right there, looking up the number or the address right now to be able to provide that to the court. So thank you, Ms. Mistley.
Yeah.
That's all right to him. Did you guys hear him? The people are rude here. And she's doing him a huge favor. Oopsies.
I'm sorry, everything's just lagging and I can't hear very well. That's all it is. I'm sorry.
Do you use an email address?
It'd be Crash O'Ryan.
Are you working?
I am disabled, Your Honor. I'm on SSDI.
How much do you receive per month?
$1,500. It's $1,503 exactly. And like $20 in food stamps.
Do you own a vehicle?
Yes, I do. I own a 2011 Mercury Murano. I bought it with my back pay. It's the only thing I have to my name. I basically live in it.
Right. What is the estimated value of that vehicle?
I probably only put about like $1,000, $2,000 down.
And do you have any money in a checking account? Do you have any money in a checking account? Savings?
I just got paid for my SSDI. I should have like $900 or so.
Okay. In that case, an attorney will be assigned to you. I will remind you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney represent you and to have the attorney present at any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be assigned to represent you. You have the right to have the attorney represent you at all future court appearances. You have the right to a preliminary exam. In this case, it will be scheduled on June 25th at 11 a.m. and that is in person here at the district court. We'll also have a probable cause conference, which will be scheduled for June 17th at 2 p.m. You should be hearing from your attorney within the next week. So if you have any changes in your contact information, you need to let the court know immediately. Not only is that address that was provided is where we're going to send those court notices to, but it's also the information we will provide to that attorney in order for them to reach out to you. And that attorney will need to reach you, so you need to make sure that that's updated with the court, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Misterly, it does not appear that bond has been set in this case. Is there any information I should know regarding bond?
Mr. Connolly is 29 years of age. He has no prior felony record. He is a CMH patient. He works closely also with another agency, I believe, down in Muskegon area. He does recognize that he needs the assistance of CMH. He follows, I believe, what their plans are for him. Is that right, Mr. Connolly?
Yes. I missed a couple of appointments, but I'm on medication and I missed my my shot actually last week. I think I gotta get in there and get it. But besides that, I do everything they ask me to. They're trying to get me affordable housing back in town. I was kind of interested in your affordable housing here in town. It's part of the reason why I was coming up here visiting people, but I'm not from around here. I really just need to get home before somebody steals my car.
So we are asking the court to adopt the recommendation set forth in the praxis for a PR bond. I have placed Mr. Connolly on notice that there will be testing required as a condition of his bond.
So the practice does recommend a PR bond, and so we will take that PR bond, okay? They will do a $25,000 PR bond. It is a personal recognizance bond, so you don't need to post any money, but it is your promise that you'll be at all future court appearances and follow all bond conditions.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that. And I will do, drug abuse testing if you want me to. It's hard. Like I have to go back to my town. I don't know what to really do regarding that, but I can go like today, and it's like it's $60 for me to get back and forth between the town.
Let's get through the bond conditions first, and then we can maybe address some of those questions, okay? So conditions of your bond are going to be that you cannot consume or possess any alcohol, any illegal drugs or mood-altering substances, no marijuana, and no non-prescribed medications. You must provide copies of all of your prescriptions to the district court clerk within 48 hours. You must submit to discretionary PBTs as well as discretionary urine screens. So anytime the police or the court were to request a PBT or urine screen from you, you would have to submit to that. You could not refuse. We also need a benchmark urine screen and 4-time monthly urine screens thereafter. You shall not have any contact. I just need to finish the conditions and then we'll go back and I can answer some questions, okay? So just hold on one moment, okay? You cannot engage in any threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person, And you must be respectful of all court employees, service, and/or care providers. You must remain engaged and compliant with your mental health treatment order, and that includes taking all medications as prescribed and attending all of those appointments, okay? You must not have any contact, either directly or indirectly, with any known felon, drug dealer, or drug user, and you must not use or possess any drug paraphernalia, okay?
I understand.
So what is your question about the testing, sir?
Can I do that back in Muskegon somewhere, or like, can you like coordinate because I can't just drive back and forth between here. I would literally be fucking broke. I'm sorry about the language. I would literally be so broke.
I'm gonna answer your question, okay? So yes, you can do the testing in Muskegon, okay? Or we're at like where you're gonna be residing, okay? However, it is your responsibility to make sure that the 86th District Court gets your testing results, okay?
So I have to go get the testing myself and then give them the results?
Yeah, so you're gonna go to a facility and complete a test.
Okay, I know they do DNA in Muskegon because I've been on probation before, but I don't know. Like, you have to give them an order. You have to send them an order, otherwise they will not test me.
Right, so you're gonna have your bond conditions, okay? So you'll have your bond paperwork. There's
It's just like I don't have a problem doing drug screens, but I'm also on ADHD medication, so it's just like.
Okay, so Ms. Moose, are you still available?
I'm sorry, this is just really confusing for me because I've never been through court like this. This is a lot more than normal, you know? Like when I go to court, Muskegon,
Mr. Conley, I need you to stop talking, okay? And I need you to pay attention now, okay? So we're gonna try and work out some things.
I just feel like I'm gonna end up back in jail because I
You
can't
gotta
follow.
let me talk. Mr. Conley, I'm gonna mute you. If you can't, just take a pause, okay? Ms. Moose, this is Mr. Conley. He's going to be on bond for a felony. He lives in Muskegon. And he needs some additional guidance on how to complete his urine screens and a benchmark urine screen. Is it possible for Mr. Conley? Is it possible for some extra assistance to be provided to help with that or help him understand what he needs to do?
Yes,
Mr.
Connolly.
Mr. Conley?
I'm sorry. You were.
So Mr. Connolly.
Yeah,
So Mr. Connolly, the other day, you met with my coworker, Colleen. She gave you my contact information. It was a piece of paper with my name and phone number on it. Do you still have that?
No, I never talked to you ever in my life, ma'am.
You didn't talk. No, Mr. Connolly, you spoke with my coworker, Colleen, the other day. She asked you a bunch of questions. She gave you my contact information. It was
was
a white.
that the sheet of paper? I never picked that up.
Yes.
They got thrown in the garbage.
We threw it in the garbage?
I didn't throw it in the garbage. They threw it in the garbage. They didn't give it to me. They won't give me anything because they put me on suicide watch for no reason. And they've been just harassing me in here. But
okay, Mr. Connolly, I will make sure that the jail has my contact information so they can give it to you. So when you get out of jail, I'd like you to give me a call so we can go over your testing conditions. You can you can test out of town in Muskegon. I can give you a paperwork that shows you what you need to comply with for testing in Muskegon. Okay, that's called an out-of-town testing form. Okay, that email address that you provided, can I send something to that email address?
Yeah, that works just fine.
Okay, so
they're not very nice, and they're not. I am extremely disabled, so I'm just having a rough time.
Mr. Conley, I will email the out-of-town testing referral to your email address. Then we can talk over the phone and discuss how to complete your out-of-town testing, okay? I can answer all of those questions
when you get out of
Can I
jail.
just do that like can I just do it at like my CMH, like down there, and like can I just do it at Health West? Because I already did years and years of clean drug
Okay.
screens at West. So.
You can test out of town, but you need to make sure that you coordinate with that facility to send me the testing results. Okay.
Okay, I'll have to do that. I'm sorry, I have a hard time doing stuff like that because I have ADHD, BPD, borderline. Like I have every single mental disorder that I ever really thought about. You have no freaking idea. I have 5 of the big major mental disorders, and I am literally being diagnosed with DID as well. So please do not just get angry at me when I'm trying to understand what you were saying. I am very, very disabled.
No, I'm not angry with you. I'm here to help you and try to assist you with your testing when you get released from jail, okay?
Okay, I just wasn't clear on that because it just sounded like I was going to be spending a ton of money running back and forth between this town that I never want to come back to in my life.
No,
$60
anybody that doesn't live here can test out of town. They just need to make sure we get those test results, okay? And there is a facility in Muskegon called the DNA. You mentioned that.
Yeah, so that's going to be $20 a week. You know, thank you for taking more money out of my income. But yes,
There
I
is an
can't.
alternative, Mr. Conley. You don't have to.
I literally cannot feed myself. But yes, okay, I got it. I got it. I understand.
Mr. Conley, I am very concerned about your ability to follow these bond conditions.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just said I can do them, Your Honor. I have a hard time understanding what I'm gonna do because I've never been here before in my life. Please don't start getting
I am
angry at
very
me,
concerned
please.
about your ability to follow. Mr. Conley,
I can follow.
You have been muted, okay? Mr. Conley, I am very concerned about your ability to follow these bond conditions. I'm going to convert your bond from a $25,000 PR bond to a $25,000 10%. Okay?
Oh no. Dude just lost his PR bond.
The conditions of the bond will remain the same. Mr. Conley, you are all set. Thank you, Ms. Moose, for your help. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. He was very agitated in the jail initially during the interview, and
Okay.
I think even afterwards. So, but we're here to try to help as much as we can.
All right. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Please.
I can't unmute you. He's good.
McDaniel,
Oh,
can you unmute?
I'm muted. Yeah, sorry, I muted the jail. I thought I muted me. Jill, you are still muted.
Still muted.
No. Right, I will try. I think I just sent you a request, perhaps. Did a request pop up on your screen? No.
There.
Do you want to log out and log? Oh, you want to log out and log back in? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Technical difficulties over here, I guess. Kind of sweating a little bit.
I apologize.
It's okay. Sorry for his attitude. What was his final bond there at the end? I didn't hear over the yelling.
That's right. It's a $25,000 10% bond.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. And then you just have one more, Mrs. Saffron, I believe.
That is correct. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. You're welcome.
Oh my, I wonder what we would have heard if they hadn't muted him. The officer says, I couldn't hear the final bond over all the yelling. Oh my. Charlie, he's not even your type. He's on the wrong side of jail for you. Yes, he was a very cute officer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Earl's been desperately seeking attention. It's nighttime. He's begging me to come cuddle in bed and go to sleep. Movie in Discord, Saturday, Ava's Place, 3 p.m. my time. A Star is Born, starring Lady Gaga, 2018. I can't guarantee I'll be there because I have to put content together for all of you fine folk. And work on cleaning my house and stuff. But I will try. I will try to pop in. Thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. Uh-oh. You might have to break your promise to yourself. Time flies when you're having fun, Mortimer Duke. All right, I'm gonna go put my viscose sheets on my bed and go to sleep with my kitty cat, who's being ever so patient. I'm so glad you were able to make it. I know you haven't been feeling well. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. You guys braved through not feeling good and all of our ailments that we all have and everything like that. We all braved through it just to spend this time together. I don't want your butt in my face. It's a lovely butt, but I don't want it in my face. Earl. That's the side that I prefer. I give kisses to this side. He's blocking the camera with his tail. Oh, Earl, you are such a sweetie pie. You are such a sweetie pie. He hates being held, but he wants to be pet constantly, but he won't sit still for it. He figure eights while you're petting, and he'll headbutt you while you're petting, but he will not sit still for it, but he wants to be pet. I don't understand him. I don't understand him at all, but I do love him. My boy. But when I lay down to go to sleep at night, he is the first one on me. He has to be laying on my legs, holding me down, and every couple of hours he gets up and does a patrol of the room, of the bed. He checks out the windows because there's 2 windows by my bed. So he'll check out the 2 windows and patrol the perimeter of the bed and then come right back and lay back on my legs. He's such a good watch baby. Can I have a kiss? No, I can't. I can't. Close enough. Hey, I gotta say my good night. Move. Recon kitty. I'll make. Well, he's the main PAWFURM. So maybe I'll have to make Earl in a military uniform. I'll have to make that next. I got cat fur in my nose. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. You know how much I love you all. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.